Hey friends and nail fam, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Today we are live swatching Holo Taco's limited edition Birthstone collection, and this one is available right now in the store. So go ahead, hit that online website to get yours before they sell out. And if you enjoy live swatches, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss an upload. And I look forward to hearing what you all think of this collection. First up is Gosh Garnet. This is the January one. It's a deep garnet burgundy shimmering metallic with a subtle red bronze shift. Now, at first, I was a little disappointed because I wanted it to be more red because, of course, I'm obsessed with reds right now, but it fits really well in with the Dark Academia collection that came out earlier this year for the fall. And yes, I swatched it in glossy and in matte because why not? And I really loved that I was able to see those shifts. The formula was easy to work with and easy to remove. You might want to leave your clips on for a little bit because this one's a darker polish, but other than that, all love. Next up is Crystal Mommy for February, an amethyst crushed hollow with scattered hollow and pink micro shimmer. So I was astounded because this one kind of brought back my love of purple polishes, which has been waning in the last few months. But this one was so squishy and jelly-like within two coats. Ignore that bald spot. I was trying to get close to my cuticles. But on that second coat was nice and squishy and glossy, just like a jelly polish, and I just fell so deeply for this one. I could not stop staring at my nails. I definitely will be rewearing it quickly, but I'm already seeing that it's going to be hard to make a nail art video for this collection because the polishes are so beautiful that I just really don't want to change anything about them. As well, the formula was great to work with, easy to remove, and really easy to apply. I didn't have any problems. And I did use glossy top coat and Hello Taco matte top coat as well on these nails. So next up is Happily Ever Aqua. This is the March one. It's a pale aquamarine linear holographic with cyan shimmer. Now, I was a little suspicious because anytime anyone says linear hollow, I'm looking for a mega hollow, like glowing off the charts linear hollow, and I was afraid that I wasn't going to see it. But in the first coat, in the very first coat, I could see the linear hollow. So I was celebrating by that second coat because it was there and I could see it. And that's really all I'm looking for when I see a linear hollow polish. Now, again, formula was great. It was easy to work with. These are slightly thinner than the ones that came out from the Dark Academia collection, and I believe that's because of so many different features like flakies, linear holographic, and crushed flakies being in the formula, but I didn't have any trouble with removal or cleanup around my cuticles. Next up is Ryor Diamond for April. This is a silver diamond, extra holographic, multi-pigment glitter with scattered hollow, linear hollow, hollow flakes, and reflective glitters. Okay, let's talk about it. So, I'm normally not a disco ball polish person. However, this one is just so gorgeous and it's so bright and sparkly that I the joy is infectious with this polish. So I was definitely thinking by the second coat, maybe I'll do this and use it in a New Year's Eve mani because it's definitely made for celebrations. And with all of that hollow in it and all that sparkle, I just can't see myself being able to wear this every day. I don't have that glamorous of a life, but I will be wearing it maybe with some nail art because an idea literally just struck me. So easy to remove as long as you have a peel off base coat because there is a lot in this polish, but other than that, super fun to wear. Next up is another one of my favorites. This one is Emerald City for May, a cool emerald green iridescent flake polish with a deep green jelly base and scattered hollow. So I knew from the moment that I saw the polish, I was going to love it. And I wasn't wrong. It was very easy to apply, easy to get it on my nails. What I'm doing here is trying to get close to my cuticles, and I really appreciated how self-leveling this formula was because no matter how much I over manipulated the formula, it seemed to really just bounce back into place. And that's what I'm looking for because that's what keeps my cuticles from being completely demolished by my need to try to perfect my lines. So I enjoyed it very much. I didn't have any problems with cleanup either. And removing it again, it's a darker polish. Let your nail polish remover sit for a moment to really get it off quickly all at once. Use your clips. I didn't receive any staining, so that is also a really good sign because I'm highly prone to staining, but I didn't get any with this collection. Next up is the price is Alexandrite for June. Alexandrite inspired teal to purple multi-chrome with purple metallic foil flakes and scattered hollow make up this polish. And I was again quite surprised because when I looked at it in the bottle, I was like, I'm sure I have something like it. I'm not super amazed by it. I actually wondered at one point, was it a magnetic because of the shifts in it? Because that purple to blue is very strong, very noticeable. Even when I mattified it, it still was super intense. So two coats again for full opacity for me. One of the things I can say completely is I love the opacity on Holo Taco polishes. I am finding that sometimes I only need one coat, sometimes I only need two coats, and I get beautiful results. So my nails are short. If your nails are longer, of course, you may want to do another coat or two just to cover that distance. But this one, again, easy to remove, but it's a darker polish. You know the drill. That brings us to another one of my favorites. This is really one of those collections that there's something for everyone, and I cannot stress how much I am fond of collections like this. So, next, the one we're doing right now is Ruby Madly Deeply for July. It's a bright ruby red glitter with a red jelly base and holographic glitters. And look how bright and stunning this polish is. Yes, I was thrilled to try it on because I have said several times that I am obsessed with red. And by that second coat, I was a goner. And that was just over the hollow. The scattered hollow was so beautiful. But then when I mattified it, it looks so cool. So either way, definitely one of my top polishes of this collection. And yes, again, packed to the brim with flakies and other things. So let your nail polish remover sit a little bit. But I didn't have problems with cleanup. And again, the formula was kind of jelly squishy like. So self-leveling was one of the best parts of it. That brings us to another polish, which when I swatched them together, I immediately got holiday vibes. This one is Para Don't Bother Me for August and Peridot Lime Green Shimmer with a yellow green shift and green reflective glitters. So I know that there are green reflective glitters in here, but they didn't like stand out under my bright light. So I think that made me somewhat more pleased because I didn't get like the overpowering sparkle, which somehow made this more unique for me. But the formula was beautiful, applied like a dream, easily opaque in 2 coats, and I was more impressed with the color than anything. And even up close, I was just like really loving the way it shifted from yellow to green. I would rewear this one no matter what season. It's gorgeous. So for my blue fans, we are playing with Sapphire, and it's for September. It's a deep sapphire blue iridescent flake polish with a dark blue jelly base and scattered hollow. Where have we heard that before? A jelly base, scattered hollow? Again, I was immediately stunned by it because it reminded me so much of Ruby Madly Deeply. So, of course, I mattified it. And again, it looks so cool mattified. I don't know what it is about the flakies in this collection. It's you guys can tell me in the comments down below, friends. You can let me know if Holo Taco just has this way with jelly flaky formulas that when you mattify them, they look even more cool than they did glossy. Like glossy is gorgeous, it's beautiful, it's stunning, but it looks super unique mattified. That brings us to Birthday Brat, and we are counting down. We are so close to the end. This one is for October. It's a bright pink topaz frosted metal with silver and rose gold metallic foil flakes, iridescent flakes, and scattered hollow. So this one is super packed on top of being a bright, beautiful pink. Of course, that made me like it. However, I think I was already stocked up on favorites by the time I got to this polish. So I don't know that it got its full love and attention from me because I was already distracted by Ruby Madly Deeply, Para Don't Bother Me, The Prices, Alexandrite Emerald City, Crystal Mommy, and Gosh Garnet. So I will definitely be bringing this one back out when I'm in a pink mood because while I wasn't checking for it, I can definitely appreciate it. That brings us to another one of my favorites of this collection. Let me just let you know, the next two are also favorites. This one is Topass Tears for November. It's a dark antique topaz flake polish with a cool brown jelly base, green to gold iridescent flakes, bronze shimmer, and gold scattered hollow. So I just feel like Holo Taco really packed this polish and made it amazing. On the first coat, you can see that brown jelly a lot more. So I thought it was going to be a brown polish. And then when I was reviewing the photos, I was like, it's awfully dark because in 2 coats, the color does intensify and become a darker brown. So 1 coat if you like lighter brown, 2 coats if you want full intensity. And that brings us to our last Tanzanite away. And this one is for December. This one is a Tanzanite inspired shimmer with an indigo jelly base, red magenta micro shimmer, scattered hollow, and blue reflective glitters. So I did kind of see the reflective glitters in this one. I realized that for both formulas they were pretty subtle, and I think when they're pretty subtle, they don't overpower the polish and make it gritty or uncomfortable to apply. So I can definitely appreciate that. And in cases like that, I think I might actually prefer it. Who am I? But I loved that red magenta micro shimmer the most with the indigo as a combination. I thought it was just so pretty, whether it was glossy or mattified. And I think that's the true test for me with polishes is if I like it mattified, forget about it. It's going to be reworn and I can't wait for it. So overall, the collection was easy for me to apply and kind of easy for me to remove. The more elements that it had in it, the more sparkles I got on my cuticles. So be aware of that. I think we all know the drill by now if you are a collector of nail polish, but if you're not, just be aware of that and have fun because this collection, no kidding, had something for everyone. I hope you all enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. Thank you so much to my nail fam. I'm sending out virtual hugs. I love you all so much for everything that you do. Don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe, and do all the algorithm thingies so this video gets where it needs to go. And as always, be kind to yourselves and to others.